Hey there, it's me, Critsy Bear, still decaf. Welcome back to Sorcery. Hope you like listening to me yawn. You skirt around the collapsed building around the side of a ruin and you find an old well house. The well is ancient mud brick structure. If it once had a cover, it has long since rotted, but the metal winch handle is still in place and an old bucket on a rope hangs from it. Look, bucket? You haul the bucket over the side of the well and look into it. It's quite empty. Clearly this well has not been used in a long time. Cast a spell for some reason. Sure. Zap, maybe? Dang, I can't. Pop? Yeah, of course I could. Of course I could. Fall. Yeah, we're gonna hop into the well. Maybe. Capital F? Foff? Y? Oh, sun. Sun and then fall. Consulting the stars, you bond a star jewels. Strange hissing noises echo up from the well. I see. Cast. Oh, boy. Put the sun jewel in the bucket. Lower the bucket. I have multiple jewels. Keep lowering. You lower the bucket all the way to the end of the rope. The light of the sun jewel paints the well walls in a light as it descends. There's no splash from below. It seems the well is dry after all. You notice something gleaming from the wall of the well, halfway down. It's hard to see clearly from here, but it looks like it might be a seam of crystal embedded into the rock. You're sure it's very valuable, but there's no way to dig it up from up here. Use my rope ladder? Yeah, use my rope ladder. Nice. I was thinking, use fall, but this way I can get it back out. I can get back out. Look at the crystal. Seam of crystal is quite beautiful. Soft rock walls are studded with fists and lumps of green gem-like glass. Green and blue gem glass. There must be a fortune down here, perhaps even a layered strata of pure wealth. If only the backlands could be mined by the king of Analand. Dig out the crystal with my sword or my Analand sword. Yeah, use my Analand sword. Using your old sword awkwardly in the narrow confines of the well shaft, you dig a fistful of gems out from the well shaft. You cannot catch them and they fall, but thankfully land in the bucket a short distance below you. You have blunted the edge of your blade in the process, however. That's fine. It's fine. You keep digging, hoping to get even more from the crystal rock wall, and as you do, getting several crystals the size of skulls, but they're too large to hold while holding onto the ladder. One tumbles from your arms, and you hear it smash a good 3 seconds later. Not wanting to risk the knot at the well house unraveling, you inch your way back up the shaft. Get the well. Get the bucket. It's got jewels in it. Raising up the bucket. Look in the bucket. My sun jewel is inside. The bottom of the bucket is also filled with gemstones, glittering rock. This all must be worth scores of gold pieces. Take the gems. Pour them gleefully into your pouch. This is a better find than even the emeralds you stole from the goblin mine. You retrieve your sun jewels still glowing. Examine gems. Gems are an assortment of different types of stone, and you will require an expert to sort, value, and cut them. I know where there's one. But the sheer size of them is jaw-dropping. Several are the size of eggs. Pleased with your work, you walk away from the well, and now I am done. Nice. I know where there's a dude. I don't know if he cuts gems. You leave the ancient building behind, then quite suddenly you feel yourself violently coughing. A cough? You weren't coughing a moment ago. Of course, there's a lot of dust in the air from the fallen temple, but then you cough again. Lifting your head to your mouth, you notice vivid yellow pimples on the back of your hand. The yellow plague! I have a spell. Clearly, the old man was infected and gave it to you when you hugged in the cellar. There's nothing else for it. You struggle across the plain, growing weak already. But I have spell. I have a spell. Right? I'm thinking I might go down there, because I can cast Dock there. And I got these villagers here. There's a dude who can cut gems there, I think. Whatever. Go east. I want to go explore that, but I'm going to see about that tower first. You walk on, the ground dropping a little. The evening is drawing in, and it will be dark soon. You notice something white, stark against the gray of the dust. Look at it. It's a sliver of cool white, visible through a thin, dusty shrub. Something's buried here. Clear the dust. Dry white, gently, what is it? Dig around the object to find two smaller objects to the left and right of it. They lie parallel on the dirt. Keep digging. You squat down on your heels and dig at the dirt a little more. Eventually, you uncover 3 short white rods. At the moment, it becomes obvious that they are finger bones of a hand, clenched into a fist. Fist points upwards, as though its owner had been buried, standing upright in the soil. Is that the place that I was meant to... no, because I'm pretty sure it was a tombstone in the mountains, right? Or was it? Clues. Blood Candle, Throg, Sham, Sleepless Ram. Yeah, I was given hints about, like, the Sleepless Ram. You were given a clue about the Backlands. For the sleeping of the Sleepless Ram, seek the one they call the Sham. The Sham is named Dintainta of the Slopes. She usually travels disguised as a gnome, right? Island, only time can destroy time. Serpent, mountains, serpent's weakness, serpent's following you, serpent, cave and cliff, use of silver weapons, yeah. Blood candle, what's that? Given advice in the dark chamber of the night, do not light your way with the blood candle. Okay. I will refrain from using my fire of danger, if that's what it means. Lower bones, yep. Dig up the boy. You are now into serious digging, which is hard work. You pause and take a break every few minutes, and stop once more when you have the figure unearthed down to the waist. It's a skull and a dried leather ball with 2 gray-brown eyes shrunken into the socket. It wears a metal ring through the nose, and remains of a beard are just visible. Its jacket is better preserved, its color faded, but the buttons still intact. It wears a small 3-cornered hats. Sticking just above the waist are the remains of some kind of harness. It's possible this figure had a false leg. Keep digging. Sun is dropping to the west, and... okay. Creating a deep pit and getting down as far as the figure's knees. Once the leg is indeed wooden, one leg is indeed wooden, the other is trouser-clad bone. I want to fully unbury him and revive him. Water begins to pool around your feet. The sun is almost set and the sky is turning a deep purple. It will be night soon. The figure keels over, face down against the dirt. You have wasted a lot of time unburying it, but have discovered nothing. Search the figure. He has nothing of value, not even a gold piece. Around the neck, however, you find a small metal whistle, which you take. Why do I want it? What is that? God, stop. Magic items? Is that a jewel of gold? No. Gelhorn, medallion, metal. No. Treasure? Gems, ring. Other items. Whistle. A simple brass whistle. A whistle. Okay, sure, I have it. Take his hat, too. You take the hat from the creature's head, but it is little use. It crumbles to dust in your hand. More interesting is what's left behind. Under the figure's thin covering of hair, you can see a dry, leathery scalp inked with another tattoo. Look at that head. I think I remember this. You examine the tattoo carefully. It shows 2 long, thick lines that come together to form a V. At the top, another stroke crosses to make it an inverted A. Inside is the top of the scalp is a black O and X and an O. Perhaps it's a map, but it's too vague to read. Leave it. You haul yourself out of the pit, standing in the hollow like a ghoulish statue. Suddenly, the creature in the pit begins to shiver and shake. It's moving, its arm moving out to grab you. Help him out! Help the boy out! Help him out! You watch in horror as the eyeless creature drags itself up from the pit to the edge, and it stumbles and clatters away westward. It disappears into the dust, though after a short while you hear a clattering sound, most likely the sound of its bones falling to bits around it. The boins. The pit is now half filled with sparkling, gleaming water. Get it! Get the water! No, that's not ghoulish at all! Get the fucking water, idiot! Get the sparkling water, you goon! Oh my god. Bottle it! Keep moving, descending and ascending. Darkness closes in. You will need to rest, especially after so much walking on an empty stomach. Sudden sound of voices to your right startles you. Look around! You spin round to see 7 hooded shapes silhouetted against the dark. They form a circle, squatting on the ground, playing some weird game, chanting in a curious tongue. Look at them. You rub your eyes in disbelief. The figures shimmer, and it seems you can see through them. And they were here certainly not here a moment ago. One raises its hand and stares straight at you, then calls you by name. We have awaited you, it breathes. You have made good time to us. We are the 7 spirits. Come join us. Cast a spell? You raise your eyes to the heaven, but there's nothing there. Strange. You've heard rumors of spots where there are no stars at all in alignment, but you have never found one before. The figures beckon you towards them, into the very center of this magical darkness. Approach them. 1 second here. Okay. I paused it for a second. Warily you approach. Who are these creatures? How do they know your name? They didn't say my name. Will they offer advice, or are they dangerous, as their skull-masked faces would suggest? The spirits rise from the ground as you approach, gliding silently through the air, passing through one another as they mingle and encircle you, linking hands. Caution is understandable, whispers a single voice, or 7 in tight unison, but fear us not. What are you? Those bodies are not our natural bodies, merely shells. These bodies. We cannot touch you, we cannot harm you. So what are your natural bodies? Long dead. We died learning a chant to protect you from harm. You must hear it. Tell me the chant, sure. The spirits begin to turn and dance around you, chanting in a whispering unison, but you cannot understand the words. Repeat, they hiss. Sing with us. Repeating the words in a strange language you cannot understand is difficult. You try but stumble over the first lines. Arbil, Madarbil. They chant, and you begin to feel the stars appearing in the sky above you. Magic. Arbil, Madarbil. Okay. Ar afar, our crier, our cry. Another round, this time you get further, though you still do not know what it is you're chanting. Arbil, Madarbil, ar afar, our cry. Arbil, Madarbil, noidolo mine. Silence is settling over the area. A strange, unnatural silence. Something is coming. What are we summoning? You sing the chant in full, louder and more confidently. The clouds begin to churn in the sky, and a loud crack breaks the stillness as a bolt of lightning skewers the place where the 7 spirits stand. As the light clears, they have vanished. Where are you? There's no reply. Something like a clawed hand has hold of you and is pulling you towards the top of the low mound. The ground is transforming into a face, and you are walking into it with a wide-open smile. You struggle and strain, but there's nothing to fight the wind. Nothing to fight but the wind. Your heels score tracks in the dust. The force on you is like 100 invisible hands. Then you are above the wide-open jaws of a face in the ground. This must be holy ground to some dread spirit, long forgotten by the civilized people of the world. But you will not learn its name. You are not a follower. You are to be devoured. Strike back! You raise your sword to swing, but stumble under the weight of it. Your arms seem unable to lift even the blade. But no, looking down, you see your legs are suddenly thin and your hands are thin and bony. Reaching up to your face, you find your hair is coming away in clumps, and wrinkles are spreading over your skin. I thought we established in the previous chapter that I went fucking bald drinking a potion from a dwarf, right? Right? That happened, right? I'm not remembering that wrong. That is something that happened. I went bald. Right? But no, looking down, yep. The serpent face in the ground laughs. The jaws of time are unescapable. Cast a spell. You look into the heavens intending to cast a spell, but you cannot see the stars anymore. Your eyes have grown blurry and unfocused, and the night swims as if you were underwater. You tumble to the ground and hear the snap of the bones in your hips and pelvis. Oh, I broke my hip. Scream. You open your mouth to cry out, and your teeth scatter to the ground. A moment later, you cannot see. In another moment, you are nothing but a skeleton. You stare out to the world. You stare out through bone-dead eyes. Cold, dry bones. You are nothing but cold bones. But then the wind drops once more, and the clouds roll back. The steps are clearing. You feel yourself becoming young once more. Bones strengthening. Skin tightening. Whatever was pulling you towards death has released its grip. You turn and see a gigantic shape lift into the ground and swoop away northeast. It leaves a strange trail as it flies, and the wind from its movements knock you to the ground. You stagger backwards, left alive, and to leave this cursed place. The Serpent has left a path. He has stained my map. Interesting, but I thought I was supposed to come here. I got a vision of it, but I can't remember what the vision was. Let's try that again, and if I can't find anything interesting, I will do it. Keep walking. Listen to the chant. Come join us. Got a spell. Yep, can't see the stars. Approach them. Caution is understandable. How can you help me? Can give you knowledge, a chant we know. Show me your true forms. Very well, if that is what you wish. Transformation begins to occur. Under the cowls, their faces are moving as if bones are rearranging, but you can't see exactly what's going on. Show me your faces. One of the spirits pull down its cowl and it reveals make you freeze in terror. It is now the head of a serpent. Draw my sword. Draw your sword, and the next spirit lowers its hood. It's another serpent, larger, but with the same markings in the face. Are you the 7 serpents? We are but one serpent. Another lowers its hood, and then you understand. This new serpent is the same creature, again, but only older and weaker. The 7 serpents are one serpent at different points in its life. I see you understand, the spirits declare. We are the serpent of time, and we shall devour you. I had a chance to cast a spell when I went along with their chant. I'm going to see what happens if I do that. The ground. Look at the figures. Approach them. Oh, shit. Forgot to cast the spell. God dang it. Shoot. Shucks. Darn. Oof. Ow. Keep walking. No, shit. Whatever. Listen to the chant. Spell. Approach them. What are you? What are your natural bodies? Tell me that chant. Yeah, baby. Cast a spell. Hey, nice. I can tell, I can madge. Maybe madge. Rap. Talk all languages. Ooh, maybe. That sounds interesting. I can madge, though. Zap. Lightning them. Considering madge and yap, or rap. Grabbing the wig from your pack, you put it on and weave your spell. The words of the chant resolve themselves into something you understand. I call to be damned, I offer a sign. I call to be damned, no idols are mine. The words go round and around, over building and forest. With the wig on your head, it's almost more than you can bear to listen. Keep listening. Yep. Let me try that with Madge instead. Ah, shucks, I didn't mean to click that one. Decente. Decente. How can you help? Tell me that chant. Cast this spell. Protect from Madge. Abracadabra. Yep, I'm magically protected now. Oh, ara fire kire. Noi dolo. Look into the sky. Sky overhead seems to be breaking. The dome of the sky is now lidded, a lidded eye cracking open. You feel a strong force like a grasping hand dragging you. But your spell of protection is keeping you safe. Hey! So, I'm pretty sure I can't cast a spell again, right? Draw my sword. Draw your legendary sword, but the serpent is growing bigger with every passing moment. It turns from spirit into flesh. Foolish mortal, you can protect yourself from magic, but not from the teeth of time. The serpent strikes, moving with lightning speed past your blade. Its fangs sink deep into your arm. Strike back! You raise your sword to swing, but stumble under the weight of it. Your arms seem unable to lift the blade. Yep, there we go. Yep. If I cast Protect from Magic, can I cast again? Ground. No, I'll just walk by. Can I just walk? Can I be like, nah, hurry away. Oh, but I want to see that rock, dude. Maybe I can investigate it in the morning, yeah? I'm considering it. I'll look. Maybe. Look at it. Right. Yep. Clear the dust. I'm going to see if I can bottle some of that holy water. That's definitely holy water. I mean, it animated the dude. Keep digging. Keep digging. Keep digging. Water? Keep digging. Give me the water. Leave it. Watch. Disappears into... Oh, wait. Pit. Leave the figure. Standing... It's moving. Arms reaching out to grasp you. You watch in horror as it climbs up from the pit of the to the edge. It disappears into the dust, though after a short while you hear it clattering. Look in the empty pit. Half filled with sparkling... Oh, man, give me the fucking water! Give me the water! Man. Tisk. Let me look far. Nope. Jig for some reason. Okay. Big dock. Nope, just dop. Alright. Probably big. Approach the edge of the mountains, base of an old stone tower carved from the cliff face itself. From the battlements of the tower protrudes a strange brass cylinder. Nestled between the stones is a half-rotted, closed wooden door. Okay. Enter. The door to the tower is locked, but the wood is ancient and rotten and could most easily be broken. Break door. You bang your shoulder on the door, but the wood resounds. You cannot break through. Perhaps barred from the inside? Regard the smooth tower of the whatever. Regard the tower. Abracadabra dop. Easy peasy. Simple wizard school. Turn the stars into a shape, the voice as though by high wind, and then falls silent once more. Either this entrance is protected by magic, or it is barred by something on the other side. Hang on, let me try, like, turn it big or something. And just fucking kicking the door. Enter tower. Cast spell. I can big. You will not be able to fit through the door, but perhaps you can get it open. You regard the smooth tower. Yep. Kick the door. Fucking kick the door. Even with your additional strength, you cannot break the door. Smash it. You hammer on the door with your gigantic fist. Something approaching a rage, but make no progress. It's solidly blocked. And slowly whatever. I'll figure this puzzle out next time. I'll see you later.